we've won 1-0 at home to Greenways in a new league. Anyone got any overriding impressions of the new league? Any changes that made sort of pitch side, Matt?
The new board.
The new board.
That's what we
yes.
want to hear.
Electricity.
Yeah, we are moving up. We've got all the gear and some ideas. Yeah, generally it's business as usual, really. I think we don't know a lot about this league at all. So the focus really, we couldn't scout anyone, we haven't played anyone before, so the focus was just all on ourselves really, to do what we know to do and how we play and figure it out as we went really, and I thought we got the result, that's kind of what matters.
Okay, and you're new to the team, it's your debut, how was it playing in front of the fans?
Yeah, it was amazing. Had a bit of a sort of preview of it when we played Fisher in pre-season the other week, but didn't expect to see like 2-3 times as many people here today. It was amazing, and noise from the start has been sort of this level of football is a privilege and a bit of a pinch yourself maybe, but a lot of fun.
Okay, we're going to turn to older head Jack. I mean, your impression of how we set up. We've been playing a lot of 3 at the back pre-season. We went 4 today.
Yeah. So it's a bit of an evolution of the team, is having that flexibility, which we've not always had in the past. So that means we're much more equipped to respond to things in matches, tactically or personnel-wise. If we need to play 3 or a 4 suits better, we can do that now, which we didn't necessarily have previously. And that's to the credit of the players, the sort of tactical awareness throughout the squad is raised. So we're able to do that, we're able to say, you're going to switch to a 3, you're going to do this, it's not a problem, bang, 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 we can change things. And there were a few tweaks today that made a difference. So there's been a lot of 3 at the back in pre-season, we've been hammering that, and then today we switched to a 4 because we wanted that balance in certain places. Yeah, and we're really happy with it, to be honest. The versatility that gives us, the flexibility is probably going to be very, very important over the timeline of the full season.
Okay, and in terms of, we were seeing all the squad people who weren't playing but were down here supporting as well, almost like a full team on the sidelines. So what were the sort of selection headaches that you had?
It was tough. There's so first of all, the boys that came down to watch, that is really appreciated. It's really good of them to come be a part of it, even though they're not playing. There's no bad feelings, there's no sulking at all. We're a group and everyone's supporting each other, so that's really, really great to see. First few weeks, everyone's always available, so we probably had 2 good 11s we could have put out, so it was very tough to pick, but we just picked it based on form, what we've seen at training, fitness as well. The squad is bigger than it's ever been. What it means is that if a player's not necessarily fully fit, you rotate them out and the quality's not going to drop. So there's a lot of competition now. And you saw that today because there are a lot of good players on the side. Just watching as fans, as mates, which is wonderful. But in the future, you will see that rotation. Everyone's going to drop in and out. Someone's got a knock. It would be a risk to play. It's not a problem. Have a rest, whatever. Do what's best for players' health. So over the season again, we'll be able to be more consistent with our quality. We won't like dip, up and down. We have a few injuries. We've rearranged everything. We're in a really good place. And the boys coming down to support is just great. It's just great because it is a big group. Everyone's friends. Everyone gets on really well. And their support, it means a lot, I think, because they can take it the other way if they want to. They can take it and go, well, I'm not playing, I'm not going to go. Or they can say, I'm not playing, then we're going to the boys. So we saw that and it's really, really great to see. Really appreciate it.
Matt, one of those players was Arthur Wright. Was he just in the area or is he back?
I don't know, what's the line on Arthur? Arthur seems to be in the area a lot. Well, we'll see where that goes. We all love Arthur to bits, and let's see what the future holds.
Okay. I'm going to come to Cameron partly because you're involved in the goal, but let's leave the goal for a bit and talk about it. I mean, just being out there on the pitch, how did you feel things were working in the first half? It was quite niggly. It was a lot of stop-start.
Well, we started really well actually. The first 10-15 minutes. I mean, we got probably arguably a sneak peek into the league. What I did in the first 20 seconds, having flipped one round and gone straight for attacking. I think we dealt with that really, really well first 10-15 and settled down well, played our stuff. We didn't really create a lot. It was probably a bit of possession and playing more in their half. Then they kind of not got on top of us. I mean, they were on top of us at all. in the game we were the better side, but maybe got sucked into a bit of their like antics with, you know, those late challenges that like Aston didn't really seem like they wanted to play football at all, more interested in, you know, trying to take one of us out, and we maybe got a bit like, not fully rattled but a little bit sidetracked by that. Second half we were a lot better in terms of that goal, what obviously helped. Yeah, like 1-0 Clapton has a bit of a ring to it. Had a ring to it last year, so yeah, at home we're good defensively, we know that. Build, you know, from pretty solid foundations to the back, and yeah, hopefully the season we see the season
Turn!
Yeah.
Get me edited out.
No.
Okay, so if we talk about the sort of goal, in fact, I mean, what it was Julian passed out wide to Joel, which he'd just done just before, and Joel had taken the shot and hit the bar. This time Joel's slightly wider, ball comes into you, and you have a shot on return. Were you shooting? You were shooting.
Yeah. I mean, like, probably a little bit frustrating for myself, because like, I don't think I really had a shot or two chance on goal in the game. You're always going to shoot there as a number 9, but like the thing is, like, kind of try and get that across the goal. Didn't really get the connection on it. Probably shanked it. But what we didn't have in the first half were those runners in behind, like just getting over the back post to try and be there to tap one in, and you know, thankfully Fred was there, and I think that's his 50th goal for Clapton. So,
really? Okay.
I'll claim the assist for that. So,
okay, good.
He deserves it. He's had his injury woes a little bit over the last year or so, and good to see him back on the pitch.
And he'd also had a knock in pre-season. People were a bit worried about fitness there.
Yeah, he did have a knock, but fit enough to play. Give it a half hour and got his rewards.
You were at the centre of things a couple of minutes afterwards as well, when you were through on goal, and their keeper was about 40 yards out of his goal.
Yeah, I mean, a bit annoyed, like, you know, I'd rather not the keeper come straight through me and have the chance around him and put the ball into an empty net, but yeah, I mean, it probably sums up where they were. It was just out to the players, and probably the goalkeeper that tried probably leaving one on the player. So yeah, I mean, from our point of view, we didn't capitalise on it.
Yeah.
You know, we had a right back in goal, didn't really test him, didn't really, like, for being super critical, looked like we were going to score a second goal. And against teams like that, we were better than 10 men at home. We've got to be ruthless, and we've got to score more goals. So, you know, first game of the season, 1-0, 3 points, exactly what you want to ask for, but we want to challenge in this league. We need to sort of reflect and be like, what can we do better? And that's a scenario we could definitely be much better moving forward.
A quick word for Jack as well, who obviously came up with an amazing save at the end from the deflected free kick, as you say. Two, you know, there's one from the corner as well, yeah. But yeah, pushed on the post, and but as you say, kind of like great that Jack did that. But I guess that's the art of being a good goalkeeper, is keeping your concentration, knowing when you called on. They also hit the bar. We were sort of hanging on at the end, although it didn't really feel like we should have been.
Yeah, it's we've got ourselves in that position because we weren't taking advantage of the situation we had. So in that first half, we probably had a fair 10 shots, of which how many were on target. There was probably one good save in there, a few scuffs that we picked up, a few sliced over, and that we've got to improve that, because realistically we've put ourselves in a situation where if Jack didn't save that, we'd drop points, and realistically we should have been away with this one.
Yeah.
So it's just something for us to reflect on, for the players to reflect on, and it's a combination of a lot of things. It's willingness to make runs to the back post, like you said, on other positions, for tap-ins or simple finishes. It's a bit of personality as well in those key moments. Am I going to just swing my foot at this and hope, or am I going to actually really zone into what I'm doing and just get this on target? Of course, I would say having the composure and the personality to do that, to demand it of myself, and to deal with the pressure. So yeah, I think we saw this a fair bit last season as well. A lot of games that ended where we won it by a goal here or there. Really, you're thinking that didn't need to be as tense as it was. We should have sort of been a bit more clinical, a bit more efficient and effective, and actually put this game to bed. Because really we should have scored in the first half, and in the second half, since we took that really different, they're chasing it. Like how Sam said, they had a right back and goal. I don't think it makes you saves.
Yeah.
And if we're going to be critical, those are the things you look at and we have to reflect on. But that's fine, because if we are taking it all as lessons, then we'll be better next week. And that's what we'll do. We'll reflect, we've got the tape, and we're recording. Standards are high, big personalities in the changing room. Standards are going to keep growing, it's going to get sharper and sharper. But it's not something we want to be at. So, to have 10 singles a game, it's going to really run away. Let's run away with the next one. If the situation presents itself, let's be clinical, let's score 2 goals off 5 shots, and then not be in that tense again. I think that's something we've got to mature and get those.
But congratulations on the win. Thanks
you.
very much.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks.